zoom in. The user spoke with Nova, an AI representative for Eduardo Rodriguez, to pre-screen him for a voice AI engineer role within a healthcare network. Nova detailed Eduardo's experience, including his VocalisAI platform, its capabilities in scheduling, especially with EHR systems like Epic, speech-to-text stack, and fallback mechanisms. The user found the information helpful and will schedule a direct meeting with Eduardo.
Thank you for calling Eduardo Rodriguez's office. This is Nova, his AI voice representative, built on his own VocalisAI platform. I'm here to walk you through Eduardo's background, his technical capabilities, and answer any questions you might have about his experience. Think of this as the demo before the interview. How can I help you today?
Oh, wow. Okay. Is Eduardo available at some point, or is this the first step before I get time with him?
Absolutely, let me break that down. Yes, Eduardo is available, and this is typically the first step before you spend time with him. The idea is to quickly validate fit by covering a few core questions. Then you move straight into a direct conversation with Eduardo with better context and less back and forth. To align you fast, what role and client environment is this for? And what are the top outcomes you need from a voice AI engineer in that setup?
Got it. This is for a voice AI engineer role for a healthcare network client of mine. Okay, I'll do a quick screen through you then. What has Eduardo actually shipped in production with voice AI?
Sure, I can speak to that. In production today, Eduardo has VocalisAI version 3, a 6-agent voice platform live for dental clinics since October 2024. It has processed over 847 real calls with a 94.3% resolution rate. Twilio for telephony, ElevenLabs for speech, and Fast API as the backend. Real patients, real calls right now. What matters most for your healthcare network use case, scheduling, billing, triage, or clinical intake routing?
Okay, that's actually helpful. Let's go with...
Got it. Let me walk you through that. For scheduling, VocalisAI handles inbound calls like a front desk. It identifies the caller, captures intent, proposes available times based on the clinic rules, and logs the appointment request into go high level with the key fields. If confidence drops or the caller asks for a person, it does a warm transfer and sends a context snapshot so staff do not start from zero. In a healthcare network, the same pattern maps to multi-location scheduling and specialty routing. Do you need real-time EHR scheduling, or is CRM-based scheduling acceptable for phase 1?
Right. Let's say real-time EHR scheduling is the goal.
Absolutely. Let me break that down. Real-time EHR scheduling means the agent has to read and write availability directly in the EHR, not just create a task. Eduardo's approach is a fast API orchestration layer using Smart on FHIR for authorization, then FHIR resources like patient, schedule, slot, and appointment to search and book, with strict audit logging and a safe fallback to human handoff if anything is ambiguous. He has working knowledge of HL7 version 2 and FHIR R4, but that specific EHR bridge has not been deployed to production yet. Which EHR is it, Epic or something else?
It is actually a mix, but mostly Epic. Okay, that is good to know about the FHIR knowledge. What is the end-to-end latency in production for those dental calls?
Good question. Here's the short version. Under 800 milliseconds at P50, measured from caller silence to the start of agent audio. Worst case in noisy conditions is around 1.5 to 2 seconds. That is generally a comfortable range for natural voice conversation. And ElevenLabs is doing real-time speech with sub 300 millisecond audio generation. In your environment, is your priority more natural turn-taking or more strict accuracy even if responses take a bit longer?
Sure, let's go with natural turn-taking. That makes sense. What is the fallback when the system doesn't resolve the issue?
Yeah, happy to clarify that. It uses confidence-based escalation. When confidence drops below threshold, it transfers to a human with the full conversation context already loaded. So the receiving staff never starts from zero. If no human is available, it creates a callback task and go high level, so the clinic can follow up with the summary and extracted field set. In a healthcare network, the same pattern can route to a nurse line or scheduling pool with guardrails for urgent symptoms. Do you require a live transfer every time, or is callback acceptable after hours?
Okay, that's actually helpful. What is the speech-to-text stack?
Sure, I can speak to that. In production, the primary real-time speech-to-text is ElevenLabs. Whisper has been used as a secondary option for specific offline workflows, but it is not the main production transcription layer. The key point is the stack is tuned for low latency turn taking with stable streaming, then backed by logging and field extraction for handoff. Are you standardizing on a specific speech vendor already, or are you open as long as latency and accuracy meet the bar?
Okay, that makes sense. We are generally open as long as the performance is there. This has been more useful than I expected, honestly. What is the best way to get time with Eduardo directly for a live 30-minute screen this week?
Absolutely. Let me break that down. Best way is eduardorodriguez.site. Then use the schedule a call link to grab a live slot on his calendar for a 30-minute screen this week. If you prefer email, that same site has a contact path that reaches him directly, and he typically responds within 24 hours. When you message him, include the role, that it is mostly epic, and that your priority is natural turn taking. What email should Eduardo reply to with confirmation?
That makes sense. You can have him reach out. I will head over to the site and get something on his calendar for later this week. This was actually a pretty impressive demo, so thanks for the info. Talk soon.